Top or bottom?
Alright. The fuck?
Oh fuck, I fucked up.
Okay. That happens all the time. Come on, I gotta go.
Fuck, why did I fucking do that? I didn't even do my fucking jungle right.
He went level 5.
Yeah, I wasn't even level 5. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Ándale pues, aquí los espero mañana. Buenas noches.
Oh, fucking bad.
¿Qué mierda?
Where'd I go? Don't even bother going. Speak of bad teammates, continue.
Fucking horrible. Horrible ult. Wakandrea? That's fucking funny.
That's funny. What? You tell. Oh my god, every minute is so far. No way.
Fuck.
You can do it!
Are you recording?
Fuck. God damn it.
Might have been me.
That might have been me. Well, let's get out of this match. It's the start of a new season. Maybe I shouldn't play a new Pokemon. Hey, what's oh shit? What's up? What's good, brother? You just game it up like a real G, ain't ya? LOL. What's the Pokemon heaven is going on here? My bad, brother. I just saw that right now. Sorry if my mic's too loud too. I just saw it all in the red. But yeah, we're getting our asses handed to us. I'm gonna play the bunny because I know how to play the bunny.
I got a kill. I don't know about you.
What's up?
I got me a kill. I don't know
Oh,
about
nice.
you.
I got 8 kill too. Shit.
Okay. I got assist. How about you?
Nice. I'm gonna go make the bunny my favorite. Let's get to fucking. Let's get to master
What
real
happened there?
quick.
No,
I'm gonna get to
no,
master
we played
tonight,
some
bro. Fuck this bullshit. And then I'm gonna try out new Pokemon. See that? Got the jacket on me. Alright. I fucked up my leveling up though. I can't believe I didn't go get 5. I was like, what's going on here? Oh, this feels weird.
Too small.
I look small. I guess I need to shave.
3% taller.
All right. Let's do the bunny. The bunny. Yeah, let's go bunny. I'm good with the bunny. Yeah, bunny.
Please stop. I didn't tell you my son was born last week.
Just pure damage.
You hear me, motherfucker?
What in the Pokemon heaven? Macario Silva. I don't even know what Macario Silva is, brother. My bad, homie. Let me start that Twitch stream too. Multi-stream, bruh. Shit. Okay. Okay, there we go. What do you mean there's a no?
You are used to me.
Maybe before, but now I got a 3080. It's good.
No, I mean, YouTube used to not like that.
Oh, Twitch doesn't like that. I don't know about YouTube.
No, it's a Twitch.
Yeah, I got out of my affiliate with Twitch or whatever the hell. I was like, you can't own me. You don't own me, Twitch. So you don't even pay me.
Damn, man, too loud.
Oh, am I
Turn me
sorry,
down,
bro?
man.
Yeah, turn me the fuck
turn
down,
me
bro.
down.
Turn me the fuck down, homie. Oh, did you hear that?
Do not tolerate
Drama
harassment to any
in,
of our players or staff or requested to
And what's that game, RuneScape? Drama.
What the hell's going on?
May the best in the race win.
Oh, I mean, I know which one. I'm just not gonna tell you.
Like that, huh? No? Okay, I see how it is. Get your
Yeah,
ass
I
fucking
tried to talk to you. You
beat. Get
ignored
your
me.
ass.
I tried to
Get
tell
your
you
ass
when my son
fucking.
was born last week, and then you fucking ignored me.
Oh, my bad. Congratulations. Congratulations, brother. Sorry, I'm setting up my stream. I wasn't paying
Cock in my
attention.
hand, man.
Oh, nice. Good job, bro. Is it your son's cock or your cock?
Guys.
Congratulations. What's your name, your boy?
Aiden.
Aiden? Like a white boy?
Aiden.
Oh, Caden. Okay. Caden.
C-A-Y-D.
I'll say A with a K. That would have been a little racist. KK Caden.
No, man, only you can weird like that. trying to kill me. You might be the better one.
Definitely the better one.
Like you, man. What the hell? You pulled me in, man.
Fuck me.
Stayed over there way too long.
Yeah. That's my fault.
Damn, thought to see you I was about to take your jump.
The situation? No, I don't think so. Go center.
Yeah, I'm fighting. Oh god, they're gonna kill me. Touch me. Damn it. Well, I will do nothing.
Heading bottom.
Okay. Don't know why. You know it's 45, right?
Fuck. Shady. Oh,
God.
it is 4v5. Stupid decision. Why?
I got paralyzed. They hurt me. I know that. Alright, we'll top or bottom.
Bottom. No way. Okay. Go defend top. No way.
Oh, shit.
You can do it!
Bottom.
I didn't need my own pushing ass, man. Now get it
We need to
back.
go top.
Vámonos a dormir.
Fuck me, bro.
I should just left that alone and try to steer it. We're fucked, man.
No, we're fucked.
Fresh!
Yeah, we're all
Don't
dead.
give up! Rock and roll! Rock and roll! Rock and roll!
Shitty.
I think I lost like, I don't know, 7 emails.
Rock and roll! Rock and roll! Rock and roll! Rock and roll!
No, mommy.
Trouble!
That must stop.
Five, four, three, two, one. Time's up.
Yeah, report that decision way, bro. Fuck that guy.
I don't think it made much of a difference. Team sucked.
Yeah, no. Report him. He was AFK for like half the match. The first half, which is like the most important half.
You lose.
NBA has new basketballs on.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, -10.
I should be sleeping. Yeah, then class 2.
Publicly share your life information of players and staff alike. If you have any additional
Public
evidence
research.
that may aid our investigations, please send that directly to tipoff@jagex.com.
Wait, what?
Hey, you better join me in veteran.
You?
Yeah, you want to join me in veteran class too?
I am. I was Ultra 4, now I'm Veteran 5. Is this the new season
Yeah.
today?
No, it was like 3 days ago.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was like Tuesday, maybe? Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember. I think. It could have been last week, I don't fucking remember. Regardless. Lapras pretty badass, man.
What,
The
Lapras?
Lapras and
Yeah.
Creme, yeah.
Nice.
Playing, after my boy from Zambino. Maybe the Kramer and Lapras. You pick up a Kramer and let's do no OT.
Who picked up Lapras, though? You?
Hmm? Lapras OT? You pick up a Kramer.
Oh, we're in a bot match. Thank you. I'll take it. Fuck it. Let me go get it. I'm gonna get something to smoke.
Okay.
Ready, go!
God damn it. Breaking everything.
Good, I made that one. Mind fucked.
Ciérrame la puerta, mami. Bottom.
I just bought match.
It is a bot match, though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, trying to hurry back up for a bot match. They're all bottom.
Oh, no. I got jumped. Man, get my jungle. Cover bottom. Well, I take it back.
Uh-oh. That's shitty.
What? Oh god, there's still 3 out here.
Oh, damn it. Idiot.
I'm supposed to be watching my newborn son.
It's alright.
I know. It's bad.
You made a
If
mess
he
in
cries,
here.
I gotta drop it.
Are we getting our asses kicked by a bot match?
Maybe. Yeah, honking is good playing. Just like last time we played with some dude, like that, this spot. And then this side. I'm just gonna fall. No, we got something. Damn, cool ass skin, man. Damn, the button. I can't even use my open.
Don't give up!
No, definitely not a bout match. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it could be. I don't know.
It's a good mod, man.
Maybe they're good bots. Yeah, that could be it too. Some AI. Some fucking AI.
Check GPT.
Some chat GPT bots. Fuck yeah, good old ass chat GPT bots. Go score this. Oh, I might not make it. Get in there. Get in there.
No, yeah.
Nice.
What the shit is that? Is this a new event? Yeah. I don't know what this is. This map is weird. Think like it.
Chat GPT bots. So funny.
I don't know what the
The final stretch.
He's just setting me up. Yeah, never mind, you don't have weed.
Cop. Love that name.
You're on fire.
I don't know. I don't understand what we're doing. Is he there to explain what kind of shit you got me in?
What do you mean? Just defend.
Time's up.
Score 20, that bitch. Oh man, I made a mess here.
I mean, come with a good man.
You
Spilled
win.
some, I guess, bong water, I guess you could call it.
Oh. No, they look at probably taste like asshole.
It's bubbler water, but pretty much the same thing.
Hang on, let me go get some more kombucha.
Hold on, let me go clean this little piece out.
Kombucha is like food type of food. Yeah. I don't know. Wheezy. Wheezy. Hey. Wheezy. 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 Hey. Wheezy.
Sorry for baby, I'm back.
Hold on. Everything got here weird around here.
Oh, it's all paranormal activities.
Yeah.
Back in lobby or nah?
Oh, it's things that affecting my head. I think I knew it. I'm saying it's goes bad. I'll be on tomorrow night there.
Oh, you're going to bed. Okay. Night pimping.
Yeah, man. My thing's all wacky right now.
It's all good. Have a good night.
You know, always good time.
So it can be included as a part of our investigations, the old school team. Now,
There you go.
let me tell you something. This is a minor W. I'm happy about Jagex's decision on the temporary ban. Can't be mad about that.
Sure.
What I can be, iffy about is the main point here is about the Trident and Stella bullshit. I hope, I really, this is an meaner, I feel like. I really hope they take action, to be honest. Like, I know this is kind of asshole-ish of me to say, but to take Trident's ass out. I know that's asshole-ish of me to say. So Omar,
No, it's not at all. I
Alright.
mean,
Really?
like it might sound bad. Oh, somebody should lose their job. Yeah, somebody should lose their job for being fucking corrupt.
Yeah, I didn't play. I'm coming back.
Yes,
All right, good night,
shit.
brother.
No, I said I'm coming back and play with you.
absolutely. It's
Bro,
not
I'm
even
already in a
question.
match. What the fuck?
No,
will
no,
be on
not right away.
Week,
Yeah,
that
Oh,
will
go,
be
go,
honest
go,
and
go.
actually help me.
But stay
And,
woke,
you
stay
know what?
woke.
Well, Trident and T, you know, we don't like your corruption. Hopefully you get what you deserve. And that's all I can really say about that. Funny how Stella tried to remove you from the scene, but ruined herself and Trident. Thing is,
For a
I
hot
don't
minute,
know.
like,
I think you guys could all
hallucinating.
That's
agree.
what you get.
I don't know why.
Wait, what?
I'm hallucinating.
Oh, then go to bed, bro. What the fuck?
Even if I'm Pokemon screen, I'm like, confused.
It's that addiction.
What's
Gotta,
it say?
gotta be the best. Yeah, right now we're playing up against the best of the best of the best, sir. These are all the top players of the world.
Beat your ass. Just get it. Oh, yes. Come on. Man, going for it.
Fucking duck got me.
Easy structure. He wasn't
So you logged off?
Yeah.
Betty, bye.
They just didn't keep this underground and just keep, you know, abusing Trident.
It's ego. That's why. Because people like that are used to getting their way. They're used to being told that they're right. They're used to being, you know, the one that gets treated differently. That's why. It's because you go through your whole life and you have a massive ego. You think that you're always going to get your way. So you just think you're going to get your way. That's it. Privilege, ego. Yeah, it's just, that's unironically what it is.
Power and Stella, what she had going on the low. I don't know why they would attack me. That was very stupid by them, because I venged. I was pre-venged. I had Ring of Recoil on. We're gonna go ahead and react to a lot of things that happened overnight and yesterday. So we're gonna just go ahead and start with this.
Better. Also, yeah, by the way, I totally support him. Like, I totally support him. Like, I did say that. Even with, like, the permaban and everything like that, like, maybe he should be perma, maybe not. I think that's a separate decision. But it should not be a decision that was made by anybody near Trident. And I think Trident should not only be removed better.
Wait, let me see what he said.
Oh, he's gonna like this. Also, yeah, by the way, I totally support him. Like, I totally
Yeah, he's gonna like this part. Oh, yeah.
But I think the company should seek legal action against him as a public method and measure to show that they are
Yeah, distance
against
himself.
obvious corruption and massive breaches of integrity.
Wow. Wow!
Yep.
Look, this guy's a huge streamer too. Like, this guy's like a huge YouTuber streamer. You know? Like this is, like, you know what I'm saying? This guy's huge though. Like, this is Aspen. Everybody respects Aspen.
Oh,
Stella actually followed my stream.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
You know what's crazy, by the way? I swear to God, I'm not lying. I don't know if it's right after this or anybody has a clip, but Aspen looked in the camera and he went, By the way, if you want to say your side of the story, we could do that. But just know, I'm going to be getting all my information off stream. I'm going to be prepared to ask you questions that you can't answer. And I'm going to be prepared to, you know, have all
I
this
did say
evidence
that.
against you. So if you still want to do this interview, let me know. Let me just say this. She will 100% not interview with him because she has scamming evidence everywhere, bro. She is really an S-tier scammer, bro. Actually, I would say F-tier from how
Yeah,
many...
'cause she got caught.
She will not take up on his offer. She's gonna be like,
course not.
Nina, you know, I'll stay back. Just Stella, just know this. You will not win. You will not win against what this guy has against you. And you are 100% not gonna do the interview because you know how much you scammed and you know how many loopholes are in your plots. He's gonna be looking at everything and you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah. Duh. No shit. Sorry, it's quiet.
I think it's much more like romantic relationship.
That's just general stuff. I would agree with you that that's just general stuff, but the day before he actually got banned and the people there also got banned. That timing is not a coincidence when she was the head of these bans. That
Yeah, it's fucking obvious. Yeah. Duh.
it's, that's not a coincidence. No shot.
Sit down. You know, sit down. That's all I gotta say. Who's next?
This is such a massive. Like again, dude, if this happened in the Wizard, everybody would be talking about it. This is like on a scale of like corruption, this is at basically the highest level. Somebody is in a relationship with an employee, and the employee is banning people.
Fuck.
Pretty bad.
Westman. See, like we can all agree that this is like as long as who's that? The last thing you sold.
Oh, it's not even a question. Yeah, in my mind, yeah, thank you, by the way. It's not even a question. Bro, how do you even ask, like, oh, maybe is this true, is this not true? It's obviously fucking true. She obviously is doing it. And again, like, if this was a major American company that had, like, a big reputation, as a lot of them do for being bad, this would be mainstream gaming news for the next week, or maybe month.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That is interesting.
it sure is.
I don't know why, but Moist actually reminds me of like Keanu Reeves. You know, he's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually kind of looks like him too. After we went through all this, Jagex should not only fire Twine but conduct an internal investigation to discover the extent of corruption followed by a lawsuit against him. If an employee of EA or Blizzard or Riot did what he did, it would be mainstream news. You dirty dog, sexy bastard. I swear to God, you're not bolden. Well, stop the cap. All right, he's bolden a little bit. Jagex
Yeah.
banned my Star Miner with 1 million Stardust Star Miner free to play. And then Mod Twisted replied, this player was using an unauthorized client, by the way. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a lot of shit is coming out. Like I even like I'm pretty sure Dami got sent a video of a guy that went to Jagex headquarters and said, Mod Ash like this. No, she got unbanned. Oh, so she did get unbanned, so it's a false ban. Damn, 1.3k upvotes in 6 hours? That's crazy, I'm not...
And this is, the thing is that even if they're right, and I want to go ahead and explain how that, like, how the Trident situation is so corrosive. Because now, every single person that gets banned, there's going to be a massive question in the minds of everybody who hears about it. Is this another fucking Autoblock situation? Is this another Trident situation? And the entire integrity of the company is in the shitter. And that's why I think we need to pursue actual action. Because if you don't do that, not only do you set an example that you can do something like this and there's no accountability for it, but you also should set an example to your community that, yeah, if we catch somebody doing this, it's going to be bad, but if we don't catch them, it's whatever. So yeah, they have to make an example out of it. Exactly. They have to. Because again, and think about how much this damages the credibility of this company.
Get out! Get out!
But if it's an expensive company, it's got, I don't know, like a 9 or a 10-figure net worth on it, or not 9 or 10, but like, you know, 8 or 9-figure company, I think absolutely this could have cost them potentially $1 million, $500+ million. Jagex is big. Yeah, I think that this probably, like, I would say that this situation probably cost them over $1 million. I'm not even kidding. In terms of like the damage that it does to their brand and their reputation. And this is like starting in $1 million. Like you want to say 5 million, 10 million, I don't know, but at least $1 million. In what way? Sure. So number one, every single time that they make any announcement about any damaging somebody's reputation is not always something that you can prove numerically. Now, obviously, you can prove it on a longitudinal level, because of Blizzard, for example, from like now versus 2020. But whenever you're talking about a company that has really bad publicity at the beginning, it might be hard to determine. But I think that whenever you have a community that is automatically assuming that you're lying, they're assuming that you're scamming, you have people in the company that were not dealt with properly for doing that, this obviously undermines the integrity and the trust in the company. And in a video game where the integrity of the game is extremely important and it's a value that provides, then if that value is compromised by an individual, the value of the game is compromised. You see how these things fit together. So whenever somebody does something that destroys the reputation of the company, they damage that entire company. Yeah, like Blizzard. I think there's probably other examples I could use too.
I'm gonna lie, that's crazy. Damn, that was a false band. What's up? Oh my God, Mo's wearing full black Mystique. Look at that, look at his mage bonus. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, he's hard to find.
The final stretch!
Negative
downvote?
2,000. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I've never seen that. That's a negative sign. I thought they were dancing him up. Wait, Chad, he got negative a vote.
And that's why. How much do you want to bet if this Trident situation didn't, that number would be smaller? And you are naive to think that number does not represent some form of trust or accountability or integrity that the company represents.
So many people would get fuck with the J-Mod said that he's in the negative. My brothers and sisters of the chat, I know a lot of people probably, you know, got
Oh, it's
treated
Tips in
poorly.
chat.
And, you know, there's probably
Holy
people
shit.
that got the gold band that don't have a platform. Well, guess what, man? Now that we put a pressure on Gegex, and we put that pressure on Trident and Stella, maybe something different can happen now. We're all going to try to stop this corruption. We may have won the battle today, but we have not won the war. The war still continues. Hopefully Jagex deals with Trident accordingly, and stuff are gonna change. Oda, why are you so happy with the 10 days? I thought you wouldn't even take a war. Why would I not take this minor W? Are you stupid? They were not bugging for a week.
It's just logical.
Keeping you perm banned? But when I told him I've never made a transaction ever to account servicing. Why would I not be happy about a temp? Are you stupid, bro? People think that because I'm like happy about the temp, that I should be like, oh, does that mean you did do it? Shut up! No, that is a huge W. I will hella take that. I literally told him multiple times I've never ever paid a transaction on account servicing on that account ever.
They probably don't want to undo an action that they did because it makes them look bad. Like, again, it puts them in a really bad position in this way too.
Time's up.
If you find one transaction, you could keep me perm forever. They won't find one because I never did.
On that account?
Somebody
No,
just
he already
gifted
said that he
76
did,
subs on Kick right now. That's like at least $400 that he just gave for your speech.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for that. We do appreciate it, but you know, serious that this one here, you have to be proud for your community. Nobody have some community like you stand behind him. You know what I'm saying? That's really, 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 really something to be proud from it. You know what I'm saying? It's not, your community is not for money. It's not behind you for money. If behind you for money or behind you for the money, they will go easy. But you are like family with them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are like a family. When you are built your community as a family, it's very hard to destroy it. No, they will stay stronger and stronger and stronger. That's why when they stand behind you, nobody can do anything for you. Even if they ban you, even whatever they do, if your community behind you, you are the winner still. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think that's generally true. Also, I think that even if the community wasn't behind him, he still would have come out ahead with this. It doesn't take a genius to look at this situation and see how obviously wrong it is. You don't have to be a wizard or a fucking lawyer to see, you know, a guy's girlfriend that works at the company making statements about who's going to get banned, then they get banned the next day. You know, it doesn't take a genius to put 2 on top of 2 there, does it? So he says this: much love to the many content creators who spoke up and defended my name. I'm lastly very appreciated. My community is spread like wildfire and let the right eyes see this. Like I said many times, guys, please be respectful. Don't spread the hate to any of the staff or the people involved. No, they won't need it. Yeah.
All right, let's try this again. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
You outta here?
Standing behind him, it's getting rid of rotten devs and
What?
staff.
You out of here, you
Yeah,
said, or what?
I think that again, like there's
I'm coming back.
people
I
hate
am
this
coming
shit.
back. All right.
People absolutely
Alright.
fucking hate this
Ah.
Play a few
shit.
is
Especially
asleep.
in video games, and especially whenever it's some girl who thinks that she's above the rules because she's
no.
dating a guy. It's just like everybody fucking hates this so much. So it is no surprise that like everybody stood up and was like, yeah, fuck this. Like nobody wants to deal with this. Absolutely not. So yeah, as I said, totally support him. I really hope Jagex is able to hold the guy accountable. I think that they should do so in the most draconian way possible to show that this is not something that they're okay with and to distance themselves from a company from
Yeah, I
this
hear you, but I just
controversy.
have a,
This is massive
YouTube on
controversy.
also.
It will probably cost them,
So I'm, like, listening to you and
consciously,
Asmund.
like in terms of the years in the past, like 2 years from now, people are going to bring this up whenever somebody gets
Shout out to
banned.
Asmund Gold.
They're going to bring this up.
What they do
And
nowadays.
it's gonna hurt their reputation.
Oh, bro, I'm
And
killing
it's
it with the
because of
bear,
this guy
bro.
right here. That's why. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
that
they
was my
should
bear, okay.
absolutely prosecute him.
Yeah,
do
I
whatever
never
they
really
can.
played the bear. I just bought him right now.
100%. So yeah, remind me.
Or no, I had him actually. I think I bought this bear, but I bought a few other Pokemons too because I had like 30 something,
to do this
30,000
properly
coins.
and
I was
make
like,
the right decision.
gotta spend some money.
What's for the new one?
I could buy the new one. I could buy the new Lapras, but I'm
No, one
like,
after that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
details.
In there.
majority of them have been very respectful towards me, but this video is to highlight the corruption of my
I'm sure I got some on the test different Pokemon.
Alright, let's get into it. So this is the reason on why they did it. I'm gonna read it out loud from one of the community managers. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to go towards him.
Alright, you
Hey,
know?
Oda, I just wanna reach out to you.
Oh, man, another match.
Last week has been, another one, but I'm happy.
Yeah, like literally, I was trying to get out of my queue and because someone didn't press A, but then it put me in another one and everyone pressed A on that one.
Preston,
The
please.
reason behind the bans is due significant hours of paid account services on both accounts. The team have been extremely thorough in their investigation as they wanted to be sure that the information was correct. And after reviewing over 100 other accounts being banned for the same reason, they have confirmed the evidence is indisputable. Any questions, please do reach out, and we won't be able to list the bans or transfer them from either of the accounts.
How would they know if
Alright,
it's
don't
paid
worry, you
services
won't
for
because
it?
you're gonna be on completely fine. Right. I have only been serviced on Homework account once. I have never got anybody to go on my account and do any type of service ever. So both of the accounts, Mo and Omar, is what they banned. Mo, I'm not gonna lie. That one was like something that I did. Tables was from like
Mami, mami.
94 or something. But it wasn't 400 hours to do a fucking ban. They're saying that it was 100 hours. And no, if anything, I get a 10 games for that account.
Say,
and
mommy, thank you,
Omar has
baby.
never been serviced on. I gave them all the evidence that they need. I told them who uses the account, me and my 2 boys. They even go on until this day to do homes of accounts. And they don't pay me. Even sometimes when I try to log in, I've seen them on PKing or doing whatever. what I'm trying to get at here is my main point is Omar's never been serviced on and both has never turned ban. Also, let me specify this as well. Account sharing has never been a problem beforehand. So they can't make that argument. It's never been bannable. A lot of other streamers.
It used to be a long time ago. I think it's just. I think it was kind of a silly rule in the first place, to be honest, to try and like scare people into not sharing an account with your friends. I understand wanting to crack down on paid account services that would do things like do Inferno for you or whatever. That I get, but just sharing an account with friends, I thought always just made sense. 100%, especially as a PKer. So. I know that it hasn't been something that they've been super super heavy-handed with bans on, but there was always that like fear for a while that if you share an account you might face repercussions. But I always thought that was kind of misguided. Everyone, like especially growing up, everyone played on accounts together. Literally everybody. Has I ever been PKing on RuneScape? No. PKing's always been too difficult for me. Resub Lustin. No, I'm still one Slayer away from maxing my account. I'm 850k away. I'm just doing it so slowly. I just do like 150k XP a week. I don't like grinding Slayer, so I've been taking it real slow.
A lot of other people do it all the time. So if they try to cover this up somehow,
Fuck, I got stunned.
You gonna do a max party?
I
Yeah,
suck.
max party.
But maybe you want to let a friend on your account
Bro, go to bed. You sound so tired.
action against players
I'm tired, bro. I don't want to play.
activity where there is deemed to be no risk of the game integrity. All parties involved
I want to just want to piss and feel a little energy.
I hit up Trident.
No, I've been tired, dude. My arms have an hour.
But hey team,
My foot, my fan.
pay for the ranks in my If not, I will refund everything This is what Stella does and there hasn't been any problem. Thanks for your time. The Trident. He goes and replies.
So
and
Stella's
goes,
name was
"No
just
issues
dropped
with
cold
that on
turkey
our
here.
end.
Who
Thanks for
is
the heads
Stella?
up." Now that I have 30 mil on my account and I've come up with and you know I've been making my bank figure on RuneScape, they're gonna pay me back. Like it's obvious what they're doing.
Trident's girlfriend.
Okay. I've been asked a lot from my community. Heroes Rock open a legit CC. Heroes Rock. Stella has been scamming for years, over 100 bill plus that haven't made that video. So
100 still.
Evidence of me account servicing 2 years ago, and then saying, "Oh, it's a routinely checkup, a routine checkup," and that's why we banned it. From 2 years ago, like the information is just not right. Obviously, that you did an account service a couple of years ago, but you did a routine checkup, so you're banning me now. It makes no sense, right? Let me elaborate on the targeting of the ban, right? I feel like this is a confusing part, and people are wondering about targeting. So the reason why it's targeted is now in competition with CC, right? And there's, you know, we have evidence
But
that
we
Stella
thank you for
and
your
Trident or
concern.
Sure, brother.
one another, and the reason why being so
Okay. Interesting. Trying to burp right in my fucking throat. Just like that. It's like a serious like clap back on trying to pronounce his innocence. Okay,
I thought I could catch everyone with my ultimate, like fucking
since the
recap,
Sand
but no,
Casino is
doesn't
taken
work
out of
like that.
RuneScape, death matching is kind of what's taking place.
I can probably be no.
Everyone in the Sand Casino is the old they have like these entire clan chats set up for death matching each other for big chunks of GP. No, I don't really see how it'd be competition, right?
Manda,
That's
mami.
I still don't fully understand that. I feel like if you're gonna do deathmatch, it's not really gonna matter which CC you're a part of. why was Duel Arena removed? Because it was actually like the most degenerate thing you could do in RuneScape. It was just full-blown gambling. So Duel Arena and RuneScape, what you would do, and there was also tons of scams. Actually, the amount of like really galaxy brain scams that went on was crazy. There was actually someone that set up a website. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like Duel Arena odds, and it was used by a lot of people. And what they would do is when you use that site to calculate your odds of winning a duel against somebody else, it would log your IP. And then when you were logged in on RuneScape, it would take your these IPs, like this big repository of IPs, and it'd try and match them to the player. So that way, when you tried to stake against the person who had access to that on that website, it would then take that IP, and I can't remember, it wasn't a DDoS, but it would do something so that way you wouldn't have a PID. PID is huge in staking, or was huge in staking, where you get like first hit, right? So what they would do is they'd send some kind of packet where it would like freeze you for like a split second, so that way you wouldn't get PID. I'm so foggy on these details now because it's ridiculous.
Fuck.
But it was so intricate. But Dueling Arena was removed because of staking, just really degenerate gambling. People would like actually fall into actual gambling addiction through RuneScape. So they eventually took it down. But yeah, it was crazy. Like the Galaxy Brain shit was crazy. Thanks to Resub Roberto and Colin and the Prime Filipino and the Resub Jacks. That's a DDoS attack? Yeah, but they didn't DDoS. It was really just to force PID. I don't think they actually DDoSed. But they did, they logged the IPs and did some of the which was great.
Fucking A!
And in cahoots with one
I'm
another.
so garbage.
The reason why I'm being so serious is because this is unfair.
Like,
You know, I have people around me in my circle that are getting banned. Mother rucker, I have a friend, I don't want to name names here, but he even got banned on his hardcore for RWT. And a lot of other friends that are being targeted just because they're around me. And they're being banned and such. I don't think we can start like having tried. It's obviously because I'm competition against Stella and dying. So she's just trying to get me out or trying to destroy the CC, and that's it. But you're just not going to get away with it, right? I'm pretty sure they thought we were going to just brush this under the rug and be like, let's make a new...
Shitty.
Before we get started, I just want to recognize some people here within the organization that have helped just throughout this process. This is a monster process. You lose. We talk about preparing for the NFL draft. There's a lot of people involved throughout the organization that get us to this point and that kind of get us organized and make it all happen. So first, just, want to definitely recognize our area scouts who really build the foundation for this whole process starting in the fall. They're the ones that set the menu for us. When we get here and start really working through the board, they've done all the character work, they've done all the player evaluations, the all-star games, the pro days, and it's a hard job. Area scouts a hard job, and our group did a really good job this year, so I want to recognize that group. Along with our national scouts and Sean Herrick, who also, help kind of get the board organized for us and again, do a lot of work in the fall, a lot of travel in the fall, supply us with a lot of information and background on the scouts, or excuse me, on the draftable players this year. And then our college director, Brandon Jurgen, who joined us here. He's been on the job here for a little less than a year. Just did a phenomenal job here this fall. Did a phenomenal job in terms of the scouting piece, but really even more importantly, he did a phenomenal job in terms of the teaching piece and the education piece, and really helping our scouts continue to work to get onto the same page, continue to learn our system, and continue to evolve as scouts. And so, really appreciative of that. our pro scouting department, who's also involved in the draft process, with their focus really being on team needs and kind of studying the league and having an idea of what some of the the league trends are, team trends are amongst the other teams in the league. So we're glad for their support. Our director of scouting administration, John Barnett, who's been with us for a little less than a year, just does all things relative to coordinating travel for us. That's a fine.
I said
the coins. Will?
Yeah. They give us.
25 push-ups at the end.
I got so many. I'm jealous.
All right, we'll see that at the end here.
I'm jealous, so.
You cut my John Barnett soliloquy short. Sorry, John. Our operations department here, phenomenal job also helping organize all the visits. Again, I'll how that process goes throughout our building, which is, again, very valuable for us. Our trainers, our strength and conditioning staff, our player development staff, all involved in helping us with the evaluation process and prospects here on site. Our nutrition, cafeteria, again, all put in overtime work as we're having people in and out of the building. And then our families. And there's a lot of sacrifice that our families go through. Also all our in-house people. Included, Gigi Asher, the one that I mentioned here, in front of us, they've been helping me. Cam has a lot of draft opinions on what we're doing here. He's a 7-year-old, so I gotta fight him down just like I gotta fight you guys down. He wants to know who we're picking. Where are we going? Are we going to stay on the defensive side of the ball? Some of the same stuff we'll be asking today. So, but just really proud, impressed, excited about developing as a team as we're evolving in the first year together, and really excited on where it's going. So that's all I have.
All right, bro.
All right, brother.
We'll make Hondo go last. Since he disrupted this thing.
Invite me.
You feel looking at this?
You didn't wait for me.
You did not wait for you. You need to go to bed.
I've been trying.
Go to bed.
Trying to cover back on soup. I have a weird
number of picks that we have, where we're picking, to find some players that have a possibility.
It's a third position.
As the changes, right? But looking at it right now, there's no changes. It's status quo. What is the priority? What is the direction you want to go? When you're looking at the 7th pick, you're not trading up. Where you're at.
I think along with that, you want to find a player that fits hopefully fits a need that you have, right? I mean, we're going to look at the best available players, but we also have a lot of places on this team where we can add competition and we can add people that can help our roster. And we want to find a player that fits what we think is a good player. We want to find someone that has a passion for football. We want to find someone that is someone that has some upside, that has some closeness to the game, that can impact the game in a positive way, and that's going to fit our organization, I'd say, and have a positive impact on the organization as a person too. Those are some of the things that
Fucking kidding me, dude.
Did not have that.
Many different players.
Yeah, that's a kind of when we're going through our draft meetings. We just finished up about 15 straight days. You're looking back at the order of the draft and how things will fall from I wouldn't say it's as much for us as like we're going to structure it if it's one day and we're going to work through a mock process. Some people do that. Ours is really fluid. I just came down from a conversation in that regard, and so it happens that you're going through the positions and you start to look at the board as you start to have you have a lot of yeah, we put that pressure on ourselves. We put that pressure on Josh puts the pressure on himself.
That motherfucker hurts, dude. No way.
Because I think that pressure drives you. You know, it drives you when you're meeting for 15 straight days. You know, there's a monotony that can, you know, that you could let grow in, but that pressure, that motivation to get it right, that motivation to improve the team, though that's the pressure that keeps us push it and keeps us focused and dialed in.
Is that any urgency that you might have at the top of the draft to bring in a quarterback?
Not necessarily. I think that, you know, anytime you can find a young player at that position that's going to have an impact on your team, you have to keep an open mind to that. Of course, we're excited to have Jimmy, and having Jimmy does supply us with a very high-quality starting player at the position, and so we feel comfortable with that. But I think to close that door, you know, and just say that that's not something you would do because of X, Y, and Z, that's not the business that we're in.
During the draft, you lose. First pick in the draft on the interior swing offensive lineman. Fast forward today, sitting at number 7, you could potentially draft another offensive lineman that's very versatile, and Peter Skoronski. Can you just talk about, without diving too much into evaluation versus evaluation on what he brings to the table, but what you look for in the NFL traits when it comes to evaluating offensive line and in that aspect?
Sure. Well,
my control
when you talk about Skoronski and then you talk about
Empress,
you know, you're talking about two players that have multi-position versatility, and
I think
talk about the value of that versatility. You only get so many players that you can take to the game, and so having players that can do different things and fill different spots, that increases a player's value. You know, while he's played left tackle at Northwestern, you see a player that can play tackle. You see a player that has a play style that could go into play guard too. And so when we're so that's attractive about him. Offensive lineman, intelligence is important. You know, versatility is important.
Do you know how to like disconnect the controls and stuff?
I guess. I don't know. You just press the top button. A little tiny reset button.
Oh yeah. I forgot we had that. We're at for 10 seconds.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever. That's it.
But what are you trying to turn off your controller for?
I told you one button.
Oh, wrong button.
It was being funny. One button. Always that one button. Yeah, that worked now. No. You can cry. Yeah, wait me. Easy.
Yep.
Right. No, just showing me.
And I have a stiff ass neck.
I also think, like, just in general, the ability to pass protect.
Dick.
Fuck you.
Is important too, but I think
No.
you have to have a certain skill set to be able to be
Yes.
a solid pass protector
You
in the
wish.
NFL from an athletic standpoint. And so I think that's an important trait when you're differentiating between guys. Is
Wish what,
some
you
ability to
sucking
pass
dick, or you wish I
You said it. You said it.
Are you still evaluating
not mine.
That's what you're saying. That's what you want.
What's your philosophy?
But in one scary movie,
Fucking
the dick sucker, you're
freaking-
the one getting it.
freaking DSLer.
It's not necessarily a paralysis by analysis type of thing.
Is your
It's
connection
not, hey, let's watch
strong?
4 more games on this
Yeah.
specific player. It's more at this point
What, your mouth to my cack?
some pockets, and there's some groups of players at different parts of the board. So it might be
Strong ass connection
know.
to my cack.
players or these 4 players. Dive back into it. Let's look at maybe these specific
Of course,
traits that we're
it
looking
sounds
for.
more and more
We
like
have a
one
difference
doing
of opinion on and those types
And
of
you
things.
start
So
to
it's more
sound
of a
less and less like
quality control check in a focused manner at this point. Rather than just kind of like, hey, let's watch all 6 games again type of thing. That's not really where we're at this point. So we're getting closer, but we'll keep kind of putting in some work here all the way up
And
until
do you know how to play?
we're ready to
The
go.
fairy, pretty decent.
Talked about, when you first came
I mean, I'm not gonna mess with what I call it. Yeah.
early in the offseason, you said that you felt that the secondary might be the deepest position.
The fairy, not really. I think I bought it
How
though.
much enjoyment have you taken in evaluating these cornerbacks and defensive backs in this draft class?
Yeah, all the new Pokemon, all the 151 Pokemon I buy.
Component of playing that position, I think is always.
I should buy
It's
Lapras.
fun to watch for me.
151.
Different guys
Oh, you
playing
mean
different matchups.
buying it outright
In
now?
college, it's a little bit different because
Not with the corn?
everybody plays in a different conference. Everybody sees a different set of receivers.
Oh, you
It's
mean
not
the
like NFL
OGs?
where
Hell
you're
yeah.
seeing a
Hell
number one,
yeah.
number 2. And so there's a little bit. It makes it a little bit more difficult. You have to be really focused in on the level of competition. But yeah, always enjoy it. They come in different shapes, different sizes. You have guys that can only play mostly on the perimeter, guys that can play inside and outside, more man guys, more zone guys. So I always think it's fun just putting those pieces together in the puzzle and seeing
I have been looking forward to this podcast for a long time, gentlemen.
This is new information. This is new science that's been mainly published in the professional journals since 2007. It's very intriguing new information, but we cannot any longer trust the established model of the origins of civilization, since it does not take into account an extinction level event right in the foundations. And that's why I say the House of History appears to be built on foundations of history.
Now, this hasn't been adopted yet, but is it resisted? Has mainstream? Yes, it is. It's been
Whenever you propose a cataclysm of any kind, it's a curious thing. I don't know whether it's psychological or something more sinister, but whenever you propose that and present evidence for it, you can be sure that you will be descended upon by a furious crowd of critics.
If we look here at the image, now this is not from the catastrophic flood we're talking about here. But interestingly enough, this was a 100-year flood that happened in Georgia back in 2004. And what we had was a floodplain that got overtopped for the first time in decades, left these current ripples here. And I use this slide to show what we're used to on the scale of phenomena that we would normally see, this kind of phenomena.
So this is a normal, very large, major storm.
Yes.
That makes sense.
This was Hurricane Ivan when it came through in 2004. It was, they referred to it as a 100-year flood.
Right.
So
this is a massive storm, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, really.
Yeah, it's rare. What you'll see here is, I've got a measuring tape here. You're going to see the wavelength is about 3 inches. The amplitude, the vertical height of these things is about 3/4 of an inch.
And so these are all, what we're looking at is all dried dirt that has
sand.
Sand.
It's been rippled. It's been carried along, swept along in this water that was over this floodplain, which was 2 feet deep. Carried along, and as the water declined, it deposited this sand and then rippled it as the final stages.
And we're looking at this what year? How long after the storm was this?
This was a week or two after the storm, because within a month this was all obscured by wind and everything. So now you've got this by comparison. We'll go to this. This is what Graham was just talking about, Camas Prairie. And what you see here is there's ranches out there, and you've got this 10-mile-long field of these gigantic ripples. And if you look up in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you can see some of these ripples. They're, like Graham said, they're 100 to 300 feet in wavelength, and they're up to 50 feet in amplitude. And the water that flowed through here that deposited this was
So this is fractal. This is fractal. You get it in the small scale. In the first image that Randall showed, the same phenomenon there with the flood just 2 feet deep. And then we come to this humongous testimony.
It would seem that this would be something that a lot of mainstream scientists and archaeologists would be extremely interested in. Like, why would they try to ignore something like that?
The first thing they've tried to do is to get rid of it. This is often the case where new information emerges that contradicts established theories. And it's a strange phenomenon in science because we like to think of scientists as rational and reasonable people. But the fact is that when you get very committed to a particular model, to a particular idea, I think you start to connect your own personality to it. And any attack on that becomes an existential attack on you yourself.
How sad.
And it is sad because again and again what we see is the new facts being dismissed because they don't fit the existing theory, where in fact what we should be doing is modifying the existing theory to explain the newly discovered facts. And this is a problem in the whole history of science. But today things have changed, and what I see is the archaeological mainstream in a state of denial about this information. They just don't want to recognize it at all. It's going to be forced upon them, whether they like it or not.
It's so sad because you count on these people to distribute the information, but their egos get involved in things, and if you've been teaching something for a long time, it turns out you gave out master's degrees on things that were completely incorrect.
Absolutely.
It's got to be
and
very hard.
something else, although this sounds a bit conspiratorial, I think the existing view of history is part of a mind control system. It's something that we're presenting, that we take in with our mother's milk, and we're never supposed to question. I think if you control the past, you do control the present and the future.
So, but you mean if you have an absolutely established narrative that you're teaching and you're unwilling to look at any possible variations to that, you're saying, like, almost from an authority position, we know what happened and we know where we're going. But if you say, shit, we don't know what happened, then it's, well, then who are you to tell us where we're going?
Exactly. And it starts to raise questions over everything, actually.
Right.
The scientists that have been in the opposition have been in the forefront of pushing this scenario of human-caused mass extinction and blaming the extinction of the great megafauna that died out 12,000 years ago on human hunters, which, again, we talked about that, and I think that Paleo-Indian hunters using spears are going to cause the extermination of 10 million woolly mammoths before they along with 120 other species of megafauna.
65% of all mammals in North America were wiped out somewhere around that time, right?
Wiped out.
Mega mammals.
Which
is over 100 pounds in body weight, essentially. Yeah. Actually, more, like 75%. 75%.
It was almost instantaneous, right? I mean, it was over a course of a very short period of time.
Very short period of time.
Ooh, that gives me goosebumps. A single afternoon, all over the world, everything changes forever.
Absolutely. And then I'd like rather to address this issue of continent-wide wildfires, because we do see this in the stratum. When you get this superheated ejecta coming down on ancient primal forests, consider the effect.
This is Murray Springs, one of the Clovis sites, and this is what is known as the Black Mat Lake.
Where's Murray Springs?
It's in Arizona, and it's southern Arizona. And it's near the Clovis site, which is New Mexico.
That's the Clovis impact site?
Well, no, the Clovis site was where one of the first places in North America where human remains were found in association with extinct megamammals, such as woolly mammoths. And it's just outside of Clovis, New Mexico. And many of these Clovis sites, and there's been over 50 of them around now documented over North America, I think about 2/3 of them have this black mat layer, which shows up very clearly in this image. Now that black mat layer is black because of the considerable amount of carbon soot that's in it. So in other words, right there, that's the evidence of your wildfire, is that this blanket of soot over the continent that left this black mat layer. And below that black mat layer, you'll find extinct mega mammals. Like here, you see the yellow arrow there points to the black mat layer. Now, if you look up, you'll see how it's more buff colored. That was the color of all of this, but the soot that was in that black mat layer has dispersed and colored the other adjacent layers. But you'll notice the bones below are the bones of extinct mammals. The bones found above it are extant or still existing mammals. And that layer separates these two domains of extinct mammals and extant mammals.
Just a very clear line.
Yeah, and you can see it shows up so clearly right.
To people who are listening to this, when we're looking at the original image that Randall showed, it's almost like an Oreo cookie. Like there's just a clean line, and then there's the white filling underneath. I mean, it is as clear as day.
Now, at the
perspective is so difficult in this.
It's a
this is because there's numbers that you guys are throwing around, and there's concepts that you're throwing around that I have to pause when I gotta try to fit this in somewhere. But
this is sitting 400 feet above the modern-day Columbia, so we know that the water was at least this high. Well, actually, it had to have been higher than this.
And how do we know that this rock just wasn't there?
Well, because it's not part of the bedrock. It's sitting on top of the land surface. Like all of these. If you look here, we've got some other...
Do we know where it came from? Do we know how far away it originated?
It's probably come from about 50 miles to 75 miles away. It's the type of basalt it has been identified. I don't remember specifically, but when you travel over this land, you see these giant boulders just strewn about.
There's a place called Boulder Park. It's a tourist attraction now. You can go see it.
Yeah.
We were up.
And you can see there.
3 of them were
the
down.
size of that. And there's, let's see.
Oh my God. So they just stand out.
This thing was transported almost 200 miles from its likely origin was Mount Robeson, and we didn't get to this one. But this is evidence that the flooding was much more extensive than just the Missoula flooding. North American
I think I
continental
should just jump in there and say that it isn't any longer controversial that there was gigantic flooding in the Pacific Northwest and indeed across the whole range just south of the ice cap. That is accepted now. But the very idea that there was flooding at all was hotly opposed for decades. There was a great American geologist called J. Harlan Brett who was the first to document the fact that there had been colossal flooding in that area. And he lived in the 1900s, the 1920s, and because he suggested that there had been a cataclysm, of course, he was exiled by his colleagues. Eventually, his data prevailed, and he was awarded the Penrose Medal, the highest award of the geology in America, in 1976 when he was like 96 years old. And he said then, he said, all my enemies are dead, so I have no one left to gloat over.
That's what he said?
Yes.
Oh my God. But it's so disturbing to me that it works like that.
Yeah, it works like that. So
they're demonized.
But what happened, you see, was Harlan Bretz was convinced from the beginning that he was dealing, and this is a very experienced field geologist, that he was dealing with a single humongous flood.
Randall, what is this crazy image you're showing us?
Well, this is actually out of a 19th century text when before catastrophism had been completely exorcised from mainstream geology. And this was Louis Figuier, I think was his name, who speculated that the ice sheets over northwestern Europe had catastrophically melted down. And he had an illustration in his geology text which perfectly captures how these large erratics are actually being transported aboard these icebergs. And you can see the scale of the thing. And this is the kind of, you see whole forests are about to be washed away here. We've got some this was a place that Graham and I visited here, which really spectacularly embodies this whole phenomenon. This is known as Dreyfus Cataract. And it's about 5 miles wide, and I'm going to show you ground photographs and a couple of aerial photographs of it, so you can kind of get the scale of the thing. Now,
the great thing is anybody can go there. Yeah. This is on the land. It's ours to look at. We can all go and see this. It's an amazing trip to see it.
You could go there, Joe. They would let you in there to see this. Yep. Now you'll notice that there's a series of these alcoves here that these horseshoe shaped.
Back on the
You
image
didn't
of
even
Dry
go
Falls.
top lane with me.
Yeah, back on the image of Dry Falls.
You should've
Exactly.
you should have just
and at some
fucking.
point, somebody's going to be able to see these images, right?
Yeah, well, people can go and Google them online, but they'll see them right now on YouTube if they watch the YouTube version
If they
of
see
the
the
show.
YouTube, okay. So here's a typical
It's
Horseshoe
okay.
Falls of Niagara,
We'll
which
readjust it on
is
the
a
fly.
modern
Let's
cataract,
get carried by
receding cataract.
TTV Dad.
And this horseshoe shape is very typical of the way water will erode bedrock. Because water flows faster in the middle of the stream, therefore it erodes faster in the middle and not so much as you get towards the margins. And so it creates this classic horseshoe-shaped profile. And that's what we're seeing here at Dry Falls. Now this is just one of the alcoves of about half a dozen of the alcoves that we saw in the map of it.
In other words, this is a monstrously big waterfall.
Yes. Now, just off to the left of the picture is where, actually, and there's a photograph in Graham's book taken from, let's go back, we skipped over it. There it is. This is the viewpoint, and this is Horseshoe Falls of Niagara superimposed on Dry Falls, so you can get a sense of the scale.
So Niagara Falls is a tiny, tiny little thing
Yeah.
by comparison with this ancient fossilized waterfall. Dry Falls between Upper and Lower Grand Coulee in Washington State as a result of flooding.
What? Yeah. And
for people, let's try to explain this for people that are listening, because it's probably 10 times bigger. Plus,
more than that.
How many times bigger?
It's 2.5 times as high. And well, figure this, the discharge over the Niagara River, over the falls, is a couple of 100,000 cubic feet per second, maximum. The discharge over Grand Coulee was somewhere between 300 and 400 million cubic feet per second, or in other words, somewhere between 10 and 20 times the combined flow of every river on Earth flowing all at once. And the height of this scarp face here, this cliff, is about 400 feet. The water coming over was about 400 feet deep. So if you were here, witnessing this at the peak of the flood, you wouldn't in fact even see a waterfall. What you would see is this massive 10-mile wide turgid river choked with icebergs and debris and whole forests
And that
had
river
been
is
ripped
rapid
up.
flowing at what, 60, 70 miles an hour?
60, 70 miles an hour. What you would have seen here was just a bump in this flood. And then only at the latter stages of it would it actually have been a waterfall. As the water source was dissipating and as the water was declining, you would have the final stage of it being a waterfall, then eventually the waterfall stopped, and what you have today is this fossilized feature of this massive, and this is only one of about a half a dozen. See, here's the problem. Geologists haven't been focused on catastrophism. What they've been doing, they work for the government, they work for the oil companies. They're more interested in what's down below, the natural gas, the oil and
That's where
stuff.
the money is.
There's another
Yeah.
point. There's another point I'd like to add to that, as to why geologists have not focused on catastrophe. Geology was science, and science, in effect, defined itself as being different from religious superstition. So the notion of the Great Flood that we find in the Bible became a very discredited notion in science, and by association with that, any suggestion of a great cataclysm in the past was seen as superstitious behavior, to be shunned completely by the squeaky clean, shiny new sciences who must never take that into account. So any geologist who dares to propose a cataclysmic episode is up against that right away, that his colleagues don't want to go there because they're afraid that they're going to be accused of buying into Noah's flood or whatever.
That's so unfortunate.
And this is the problem. So there's catastrophism and uniformitarianism. The prevailing dogma in geology is uniformitarian dogma, which is basically to say the way we see things in the world today, that's how it's always been. It's never been any change.
So, Randall, what is the mainstream understanding of those formations? Like, when they look at those,
the Utah ones, for example,
gigantic Utah.
I have searched and searched and I find nothing.
They just don't explain it.
They don't explain
They just
it.
go, oh, look up here.
This picture is interesting because what it does is it shows that you travel over this landscape.
Explain what this picture is.
Okay, now this is in western Montana, And this is a place called Dry Creek. And what this is just a gravel pit. But what you see here is deposits caused by surging floodwaters moving up tributary valleys, loaded with sediment. And one of the things that a stratigrapher or a sedimentologist looks at is, you notice how they're tilted. You see how the layers are tilted? Okay, that's an indication of which direction the water is moving. The tilting goes down in the direction that the water is flowing. So what we see here is massive, turbulent, sediment-laden floodwaters back-flooding up a valley, surging, leaving deposits, and then flowing back out, followed by another wave, followed by another wave. People traveling over this landscape don't see what's under their feet.
Well, it all makes sense. It really does. It's all shocking and stunning and fantastic, but it all makes sense.
I think it does make sense, and I think it's something. It's part of the human heritage. It's something that we all have to get to grips with. Again, this is one of the things I find encouraging about developments in the world today is that more and more people do appear to be thinking for themselves. You know, there was a time when we took the word of specialists. Dr. X or Professor Y said this, it had to be true. That was the first argument, was the argument from authority. The authorities say this cannot be so, therefore it is not so. And a lot of people just bought that. What's changed, I think, in the last 100 years is that subservience to authority has gone away. It hasn't gone away completely, but we don't trust authority right there. Because we've been lied to by authority figures, and we know them, and we saw them.
So this must have been just an absolutely enormous event when it happened, and really sudden.
Unimaginable. Human beings lived through it, and it changed everything. These, they're called extinction-level events. These global cataclysms wipe the slate clean, and then they began to evolve, and here we are. So dinosaurs became chickens, and shrews became human beings. The world
That's almost harder
changes.
for me to imagine than this. This is very hard to be around but we keep from a shrew 65 million years.
Well, that's the story of evolution. One can buy into it or not.
You're in trouble!
The Joe Rogan experience.
Now, the Great Pyramid is probably the most stunning. And the stones were immense, and some of them were cut from a quarry hundreds of miles away. How do you think they did?
Well, some of them, the granite in the Great Pyramid comes from more than 500 miles to the south. If you look at the famous King's Pyramid, its walls and its roof, stunning details. Those blocks on the King's Pyramid weigh 7 tons. Now, Egyptologists will tell you that, they could move heavy blocks because they put them on wet sand and they push them along on wet sand. Well, maybe if you're just at ground level, that will do. But when you're 350 feet above the ground, as you are in the King's Chamber, that won't do at all. I don't know how they did it. All I know is they did it. I don't think anybody knows how they lifted those stones, how they brought them up to that level. I think we're looking, again, at a lost technology. And it was this ancient apocalypse 12,800 years ago that wiped that from the human memory banks almost completely. Not entirely completely because there were survivors, but removed most of it. Randa will tell you, sea level rise, it creates a powerful high energy zone. Anything that was existing on those flooded coastlines has just been pounded to hell. I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot more energetic than now. I mean, imagine your sea level rise 3 or 4 months. It's the fastest we've seen rise in the last century. And within there, juxtaposed are these episodes of very rapid sea. So you're talking about a very energetic intertidal zone. And anything that's there, short of large megalithic blocks, is going to be obliterated by the time the process. And I think that this is one of the things that, you know, the archaeologists and the prehistorians, people are looking at that, have failed to take into account the severity of these events we're talking about. Because the question always is, where are the artifacts? Where's the pottery? Where is the evidence that this civilization existed? And I have two responses to that. One, you don't realize the extent of the total
We need a
remodeling
score
of
or
this planetary surface.
Yeah, we need a score.
Because, I mean, we could get into some of the stuff here. I have tons of images where I think maybe we'll get a chance to pull up a couple of really awesome drone footage here before we're done. But once you begin to wrap your head around it, you go, really? You know, it's like, imagine that you drop an atomic bomb on the city, and it completely obliterates. And then a short while later, you drop another one on the same place. What's going to be left? And then 10,000 years, 20,000 years goes by. What are you going to be? What are you going to find?
You don't have any points.
You know, it's going to be just rubble that gets reincorporated just into the geological stratum, and it's going to be very
I had no
difficult
points either.
to
I went
differentiate,
to go defend.
for example, from what's called the conglomeratic rock, which is basically we have just a huge jump
Oh, we won.
rock cemented together. Right now, within there could be all kinds of stuff that's not even recognized as being artificial in the sense that humans had anything to do with it. The other thing is when we talk about these ancient technologies, if we're only looking for a mere reflection of
crazy. Can't
ourselves,
believe
we
we
could
won that
overlook it completely because
I
I think there's evidence
believe,
that exists now. I mean, some modern researchers whose work has been buried or suppressed, I think we're getting very close to rediscovering some of the things that our ancient ancestors were up to. And maybe this would be worth a whole show in itself. We could dive into this, and I don't want to get into that today.
Well, what kind of technologies are you talking
You know what? Tomorrow I'm not going to play. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to play.
Well, I just...
All right.
I shouldn't really get
GG's
into it.
pimping.
Get into
Come
it,
on.
Rattle. We got to get into it.
See you at night.
Okay,
See
well,
you tomorrow